Folks, Troy Dooley, the Beachside CEO. I do not want to keep you, but this is important to me. Happy Thanksgiving. Ha, you thought I was going to say something crazy. No, man, this is just a time of year, no matter what country you're in, no matter how terrible it is, no matter what the terrorist activity is, this is a time to be thankful for what you do have, and thankful for the fact that you're alive. Thankful for the fact that other people are sacrificing their lives for your freedom, protecting you. That's what's important. Hey, the DS Edge event's going to be in California, February 5th and 6th, Newport Beach. You need to be there, dsedge.com. I don't care if you're a leader in the field, starting a company, or you want to take your company from $500 million, $500,000 to $1 million to $100 million to iconic. You need to be there. We're going to cover it all. It's going to be a great time. Had a situation come up. It just raised the question to me, is this a lapse in judgment, or is there an ethical dilemma to look at? And it also revolves around Art Jonak allowing Randy Gage to speak at the mastermind this last weekend, right after Randy had made the announcement, I'm going to be the new fresh face of fusion in the United States. My paraphrase, not his. My text messaging, phone calls, emails, Troy, I can't believe this just took place. I talked to a mentor of mine, a company owner, and he said, Troy, this is why I don't let my people go. I've got another friend of mine who speaks at most of the major events, but yet he never promotes those events to his own culture for this same exact reason. He said to me a long time ago, Troy, I'm not ever going to promote an industry event because I want my people focused on what we're supposed to be focused on, not all this other drama and all this other crap and all these leaders that are, ooh, I like her, I think I'll go and join this company. Ooh, I like him, I'm going to go over here. So when I saw Randy's video, when I heard that he was still speaking from stage, it's like, well, do you flip a coin? I'm Randy Gage. Heads, I tell the world before the event. Tails, I wait until after event. I don't know. Don't know Randy. And don't get me wrong. We've spoken at the same event, shared a stage. We chat. We haven't built a friendship. We've got a camaraderie, if you would. We've got we're both love network marketing. So I don't know him. Art Jonak and I are a closer friendship-wise than Randy and I, but we're not friends either. He's been in companies that I've helped to lead. I know his father-in-law, spoken from stage with his father-in-law. Great person. I've always looked at Art and said he seems to walk his walk. That's good. He coaches, he trains, company owner, big-time rep, all that good stuff. But what I do know is that Art has always said the mastermind events are no recruiting events. I've heard him get totally frustrated with people that he believes abuse their power, abuse their influence by resigning from companies, announcing they were going to a new company, and then speaking from his stage. So seeing that Randy did that, I could see where the outside world would say, well, why can't anybody else do that? Why do you get mad at so-and-so? Why do you tell the world that she or he or can't be trusted because of all that, blah, 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 blah. And then you let Randy do it. I can see where there could be a major break in trust, a major break in respect because of that. None of us know the facts. It's just the perceived image. Here's what I think we can take from this. When you're a leader, my opinion, if you're a leader and you're teaching sales tactics, you're teaching recruiting, you're teaching personal development, you're teaching everything that you have seen in your career, and you're taking your career to the next level. You're going to be the Tony Robbins, you're going to be the Tom Hopkins, you're going to be the Todd Duncans, you're going to be the Pamela Shaws, you're going to be the Rita Davenport, you're going to be the John Addison. Okay, doesn't matter. If that's what you're going to do, then you do what they have done, and you quit representing a direct selling company. And you go do what you're best at. Oh, wait, Troy, nope, you're wrong. You've got to be in the trenches. You've got to be doing this. Well, I've never seen a college coach Monday through Friday and show up as the quarterback or any other player on Saturday. I've never seen an NFL coach bust his butt coaching and training his team. And then on Sunday, all the special coaches, the general manager, everybody's out on the field playing. There's a time when you're good, you go up. One of my mentors, John Maxwell, used to do all the training himself. And he realized, I just can't do this anymore. Surrounded himself with some great new people. Surrounded himself with some great new ideas. Went out there and started certifying other coaches. So this old myth that, hey, if I'm not in the trenches doing this, it doesn't work. No, that's wrong. Some people do need to be in the trenches for what they're doing. Well, great. Find you a protege building a business and say, look, I'm going to use you as my example. Let's see if we can make this happen. And then we don't have this lapse in judgment or ethical dilemma. I actually mentored somebody that once. The only reason I remember this is because I was at the playground with my kids when the phone call came in. And this gentleman said, this is what I'm going to do. What words would you tell me? I said, this is the one thing I'd tell you. Resign from your company and go full-time in this and do what you do best. I believe that's the way it's got to be done. If I'm going to lead an event or you're going to lead an event and something like this happens, then you need to say in advance, listen, you didn't come to me first. I love you to death. I know people are here to hear you speak. But I've drawn a line in the sand and I've told people you can't abuse the power. You can't use this as a recruiting mechanism. And I believe there's other leaders that would get upset. You can't speak until I've talked to other speakers. If the other speakers say, hey, we're not worried about that, you can do, so be it. But if just one of them says, dude, I'm a little concerned about that, man, because people are going to show up now just to talk to, in this case, Randy. It's always better to try to think through in advance. I'm not speaking as a purist here. I'm not speaking as somebody that's not a hypocrite, not somebody that lives in a freaking glass house. I've screwed it up myself. What I'm saying is we need to learn from other people's mistakes and not make them ourselves. So the next time you're out there and you're hearing somebody say, well, Eric Voorhees this and da-da-da-da-da, or Randy Gage is this, da-da-da-da-da, or Art Jonax this, da-da-da-da-da, just remember you've not walked in their shoes. If you're a top leader, you shouldn't be getting all pissy at other people. If we're going to join together and we're going to build something, then it's like, and I stole this from Richard Brooke, and I think he stole it from the founders of this country. United we stand, divided we fall. He might have just stole it from some hippie song from the 60s, but this is the key. We should stop trying to, with all this piddly jealousy, envy, garbage, I don't know what it is. But we should be sitting there saying, enough. We're here to build up an industry. We're here to make a home for the people. There's plenty of room out there for leaders in this industry. And I'm so sick and tired of seeing certain leaders abuse their influence and abuse their power, talking bad about other leaders when it's not even the truth sometimes. It's not good. If you run an event, if you're a leader of an association, if you're a leader in a company, then what you need to do is lead by example. Don't be one thing in public and something else in private. That's hypocritical. You need to be the same ethical person, whether it's in your private life or your personal life. That's the key. What we've got to do as an industry, as a community, is make sure that none of our actions as influencers can do anything to screw up the dreams, the ambitions, and the purpose that people have when they put their trust and their respect into us. Because when we do that, then we failed at all sides, no matter what. Live life like it's an epic adventure. Stay dangerous, stay strong, and if you're in network marketing, act like it.